All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of this NFC Championship game will take on the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 60. So, Matthew Stafford, his record against the Seahawks with the Rams, he is 6-1 against the Seattle Seahawks all time against the Rams. All time against the Seahawks with the Rams, as it is 1st and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams. The first play of the game for the Rams, and they give it to Williams for a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6 as Matthew Stafford, he passes it to Puka Nacua for a gain of 3. So 3rd and 3 for the Los Angeles Rams. So far, the Rams have had the last 2 plays a gain of 7. What can they do on the 3rd down as Matthew Stafford passes for Puka Nacua, and the pass is incomplete. And the Rams will have to punt. The Rams will have to punt early as the Seahawks defense gets the early stop. As the Rams, they are going to have to punt early, which that is hard. We hardly see them do that. But I guess we will today. As the Rams set out the punt team, and Rashid does a fair catch at the 19-yard line. So we'll see Sam Darnold in a Seattle Seahawks offense. This is Sam Darnold's first NFC Championship appearance. His last 2 seasons, 29 wins. That is most by any quarterback in the NFL. In the last 2 years, ended up having 14 wins by 2 different teams. Now, what can the Seattle Seahawks do as they put Smith and Jigba in motion as they give it to Walker? Walker gets at least a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6. Sorry, gain of 5. So at the Seattle 24. Our second and 5 for the Sarah Donald at the Seattle 24. What can the Seahawks do here? 2nd 5, Donald in the pocket, and the pass was tipped in incomplete. 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 for the Seattle Seahawks. Can they get the first down here, not having to do an early punt like the Los Angeles Rams at the Seattle 24? 3rd and 5 for the Seahawks. Darnold in the pocket as he lifts it deep for Rashid Shaheed. He's down! Rashid Shaheed! First down, Seattle! A 51-yard pass for the first down. Last week, Rashid Shaheed set the tone on the first play of the game at kickoff against the San Francisco 49ers. And then the Seahawks put the BTA on them. And then Rashid Shaheed gives Sam Darnold's first pass and a first explosive play by either team. What a start by Rashid Shaheed. And this is why I thought the Seahawks traded for him mid-season. As Sam Darnold, he does a quick pass to JSN. JSN he steps into a 16-yard gain. So 1st and goal at the Los Angeles 9. And just like that, 2 plays, Seattle is in the 1st and goal. As they give it to Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker gets a gain of 3, so it'll be 2nd and goal at the Los Angeles 6-yard line for the Seattle Seahawks. So what can the Seattle Seahawks do on 2nd and goal from the Los Angeles 6-yard line? So it took Seattle just 2 plays for them to be 1st and goal for Rashid Shaheed and JSN. Now Sam Darnold has a good passing rate as they give it to Walker again, and he'll get a gain of 4. So 3rd and goal from the Los Angeles 2-yard line. As it is 3rd and goal from the Los Angeles 2-yard line for the Seattle Seahawks. Can they find something here? It is 3rd and goal. Are they going to give it to Walker again? As Donald takes a snap, he gives it to Walker. Can Walker get the edge? And he can! Touchdown! Seahawks stay! Strike first! Now, let's give a big round of applause for the Seattle Seahawks. Game. On the 3rd and 5, pass it to Shaheed. Then on a 1st and 10, give it to JSN. And then on a 3rd goal, just let Walker find the edge and he'll get it in. As the Seahawks take the lead, 7-zip, and we will be right here and right back after the short break. All right, we are back. As Myers kicks it off to Winnington, and he'll get a gain of 24, so 1st and 10 at the Los Angeles 27. Now let's see what can the Rams do on this drive. As they put Ferguson in motion, they give it to Corum, and Corum will get at least a gain of 2, so 2nd and 8. If you look at the Seahawks, the defense, they have like 2 Pro Bowlers. They have 3 Pro Bowlers on defense, and they have Julian Love for the NFL Walter Payton Man of the Year, and they have Nico Rumway for he's a rookie, and he is in the Defensive Player of the Year category. So 2nd and 7 for the Los Angeles Rams. Stafford loads up. He finds Nakua. Nakua catches it. A game of more 50 yards. A gain of 44 yards to Puka Nakua, who was facing Devin Witherspoon, the Seattle cornerback Pro Bowler. As Puka's fired up early. Matthew goes for Puka again, and it's incomplete. Almost had him. What can the Rams do on 2nd and 10? Corum in the backfield. He helps. They give it to Adams, and it's incomplete. No flag. Third and 10 for the Rams. Stafford. Can he get Puka? And no, it's incomplete, and the Rams will have to kick a field goal. So after that big 44-yard pass play, Matthew Stafford was trying to hit Puka again and trying to get Devontae Adams involved for that. They were almost down in the red zone, but the Rams will have to kick the field goal. What can Memphis do after he got the game-winning kick? And the kick is good. So, Rams 3, Seattle 7, 8:15 to go in the first quarter. As we will be right here and right back after the short break. All right, we are back as the Rams kick it off. First and 10, they put Sauber in motion. JSN on the left, Cooper on the right as they hand it to Walker. Can Walker find the hole? And he pushes in. That'll be a gain of 5. So 2nd and 5. So 2nd and 5 at the Seattle 35. Sam Donald rolling out, and it's caught by Barner as the ball was fumbled, but that's not going to matter. It'll be a still first down. As they put Rashid in motion, they give it to Walker. Walker finds a hole. Can he get the first down? No, but he'll get at least a gain of 8. Yeah, and also, excuse me for my, for chewing, if you guys heard it. I was just finishing my dinner. So 2nd and 2 at the Seattle 46. They're almost past midfield. As they put Bobo in the backfield, they give it to Walker again. He jukes a man, and he'll get the first down. A gain of 7. 1st and 10, Seattle in their past field goal range. So that is 1st 10 at the LA 40, 43, 42, because they're past midfield. So 1st and 10, 5 seconds left on the play clock. What can Donald do here? As he gives it, nope, he fakes it to Walker, but he finds a screen to Kenneth Walker. Walker gets the first down and more, and that'll be a gain of 13. 1st and 10, Seattle. Seattle has been really driving the ball with Kenneth Walker. So 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks. They are now in field goal range, but can they score a touchdown? As that was a 14-yard pass. They are now at the LA 38. As they give it to Walker again. He passes first, but that'll be a loss of 1 by Turner. Second and 10. What can Sam Donald do here? He passes it to JSN. JSN still in bounds. And that'll be a gain of at least 6 to 7 yards with a tiptoe. 6, 7. So they actually moved up the ball a little bit as that left toe stayed in bounds for at least one more second. And because it's that the ball was in his left hand, they moved it up a bit. So it'll be actually 3rd and 2. So no 6-7 today so far. So 3rd and 2 They put Shaheed in motion. 3rd and 2 as they fake the handoff. What can Donald do? And it's one-handed caught by who else? The NFL's receiving yards leader, JSN, for a first down. What a one-hander! But did he get 2 feet in? As the Seahawks, they are going quick here as they hand it off. And that will be a loss of 2. So 2nd and goal for the Seattle Seahawks. Can they get their 2nd touchdown of the day as they give it to Walker again? Can Walker find a hole? No. But that'll be at least a gain up, but there's a flag on the play. Could there be and it'll be on the offense. So 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 2nd down. I mean, a 2nd and goal, but the Seahawks are not far backed up. Oh, yeah. So it was a holding on number 75, so that's a 10-yard penalty. Yeah, as he was grabbing the jersey. A 2nd and goal. What can Darnold do? He passed it to Walker. Can Walker get again? And he does. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. So the Seahawks, they will have to snap it here. So this is a big 3rd down. They put Kupp in motion. They might try to find a one-on-one situation with JSN. 3rd and goal. Can they find something? Donald zips it in. He wanted Barner, but the pass is incomplete. So 4th and goal, and the Rams get the big stop on defense. So Myers kicks it up, and a field goal kick is good. And the Seahawks are up by 7 again with 54 seconds left in the first. As we will be right here and right back after the short break. This is the final minute of the first quarter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the final 54 seconds left in the first quarter. As the Seahawks had a major opportunity to be up by 11, but they're down by 7, so that is still good for them too. So Mike McDonald has 8 straight wins, and their last loss was to the Los Angeles Rams, and they lost by 2 points. Don't forget, the Rams beat Seattle by 2 points, and then Seattle beat them by 1 point. But the Rams have more yards than them, and they have more points by 58 points. Seattle has 57. The Rams have 830, and the Seattle has 829. So this game could honestly go either way. As it is 1st and 10, they put Puka in motion. They hand it to Williams, and he'll get at least a gain of 2. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, 3. So 2nd and 7. And the Rams, they will have to play one more snap. They will have to play one more snap before the end of the first quarter. So this is the last play of the first quarter. As it is 2nd and 6, they hand it off to Williams. Williams finds a hole. He gets a first down and more. That is a gain of 10. First down, and that will be the end of the first quarter. So the Seahawks, instead of up by 11, they're up by 7. And the end of the first quarter has upon us. And we will be right here and right back after the short break. 1 down, 3 to go. We'll find out for who goes to number 6-0 in threes. So it is the start of the second quarter. The Rams have the ball at the 50-yard line. So honestly, so far this game could go either way, but we'll find out for the start of the second quarter. This is the 15 of the first half. So I feel like Seattle, their first two drives have been excellent, but they just have to do better in the red zone because they almost did not get that touchdown on their first drive. So they need to do better. Now, what can the Rams do here as Puka's in motion? They give it to Puka, and that will be a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6 at the Rams 46. And they pass it to who else? Devontae Adams. Stafford to Adams. Stafford has 14 receiving. Adams has 14 receiving TDs this year as he just dominated. As he dominated Witherspoon. The Pro Bowler corner show Witherspoon. So far, he hasn't been able to get Puka or Devontae. So, first down at the 22-yard line for LA. They give it to Williams. And that's a loss of 1. So, 2nd and 11 at the Los Angeles 23. So it'll be 2nd and 11 for LA. So Matthew Stafford, he's in the pocket, and a pass is incomplete. 3rd and 10. And it is a fumble! And the Rams get the fumble. But the Marcus Lawrence, he gets the sack, the strip fumble, the Pro Bowler, and a former Dallas Cowboy. And the Rams will have to kick the field goal. And the field goal kick is up and good. And we will be right here and right back after the show. be right here and right back after the short break. The Seahawks punting the ball after the 16-yard pass to JSN. And on 3rd and 27, they decided to ran it. The ball was almost fumbled, but the Rams got back on. We'll be right here. Don't forget, after the short break. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, as the Rams, they hand it off to Corum. Corum gets an 8-yard gain. As they go no huddle, they give it to Corum again, and it'll be for a 3-yard gain. So 1st and 10, Los Angeles at the 24. As they give it to Corum. Corum gets the 5-yard gain. So 2nd and 5 at the Los Angeles 29. Second and 5, LA. They give it to Parkinson. Parkinson gets the first down. Gain of 6. As Puka finds it, and Puka gets the first down. The Rams are past midfield. Gain of 21. Ten seconds left on the play clock. Puka 3 receptions, 68 yards. The Rams are past midfield. Or actually almost past midfield. All they need is 1 yard. As Winnington's in motion, they give it to, and that'll be a no gain. So 2nd and 10. As they give it to Brian Corum. Corum gets the 19-yard run and a first down. And the Rams are officially past midfield and officially past field goal range. And it's 1st and 10 at the Seattle 25 with 4:40 to go in the first half. As they give it to Corum again, and it'll be a gain of 2. They give it to Williams, and it'll be a gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 at the Seattle 23. So 2nd and 8. What can the Matthew Stafford do here? And they give it a 7-yard pass to Puka Nacua, but short. So 3rd and 1 at the Seattle 16. With 4 minutes to go in the first half. With less than 4 minutes to go in the first half. They give it to Williams, and it'll be first down, LA. And the Rams will call their first timeout of the first half and the ball game. As they give it to Corum, and Corum will get the 1 yard gain, and this will be the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in the first half, as we will be right here and right back after the short, and I guess you could say medium break. Be right back after this. First and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams. I'm sorry, 2nd and 8 for the Los Angeles Rams. And Matthew Stafford passes for the touchdown! Touchdown, LA! Who else than Kyron Williams? Wide open for the touchdown pass. And LA, their defense gets the stop, and their offense gets on the board. That is a big round of applause. The Rams defense winning, the Seahawks stopping the trains and getting their offense to the train station. As we will be right here and right back after the short break. Touchdown LA. They lead by 3. 1:55 to go. Now let's see for what can the Seahawks do here. As Sam Darnold gets it to Kenneth Walker for a 2-yard run. At 2nd and 9, Darnold, and the pass was good coverage by Kobe Durant. He picked off Caleb Williams twice last week. One in the first drive of the game for Chicago, and one at the end of the third quarter that got the Rams the lead in that game. Actually, one in the fourth quarter that got the Rams the lead in that game, as it is 3rd and 9 for the Seattle Seahawks. 1:44 to go, 3rd and 9. They put the backup running back to the right side, right next to JSN. 3rd and 9. Darnold! As they're checking. And the passes! They blitz, and it's dropped. Olani dropped it. Don't forget, that is not Zach Charbonnet. So Olani, he is the backup in the Seahawks. They are kind of hoping that, because they kind of need Charbonnet, but there is a penalty on the play. And it was a holding on the special teams. Was a holding penalty on the Seahawks. It was the center with 1:33 to go in the first half. Rams 13, Seattle 10. Be back after this. And they go in the huddle. Matthew Stafford, you want Puka to go again? And it's incomplete. 1:13 to go in the first half. 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 for the Rams. They take a timeout. 3rd and 5. Seahawks don't show the blitz. Matthew Stafford waits in. It's incomplete. Intended for William. And the Rams will have to punt. What a good job by the defensive player, Rookie of the Year finalist, and Nick Roy. As even with the 54-second break, we are gonna still stay on. So, in order for the Seahawks to get a touchdown, they have all other 3 timeouts. So this is good, but that fair catch was almost a fumble there. So let's talk about this for a minute. Now, in order for the Seahawks to get at least a touchdown, they need to get the ball to their best playmakers on 3 to 4 plays. You find your one-on-one matchups to either JSN or the Cooper Cup or to even Rashid Shaheed. You make Shaheed use that speed in a one-on-one matchup. Because Seattle, you have a lot of time. You have 3 timeouts with 54 seconds left. So that is a lot of time for the Seahawks to at least get a touchdown. Actually, it seems like that this commercial ad is taking a little bit while, so we'll step aside for about to a minute and maybe about 30. All right, we are back with about a minute, with about 54 seconds left. As Sam Donald passes a 10-yard pass to JSN, but they go no huddle. Sam Donald passes it to Cooper Cup, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks. 2nd and 10, 44 seconds left to go in the first half. They put Cup in motion. What can Donald find here? He loads up. He finds JSN wide open. And it's caught. Caught for the first down. With 35 seconds left. Seattle takes the first timeout in the first half. And that was a hit by the game-winning interceptor that helped save the Rams season in Cam Curl. He brought JSN a big hit, but it didn't matter as JSN hold on to that one. First and 10, they put JSN in motion. 37 seconds left to go in the first half. What can the Seahawks find here? Donald. He breaks it to Noel. No. Can he get the first down and more? Get at 13. And the Seahawks take their second timeout with 30 seconds to go in the first half. So far, JSN, 7 catches, 102 yards. JSN hasn't had a bad day so far. This is just the first half. As they put Cup in motion. As they put the running back in motion, now they put him back in the backfield. And the flag is on the play, and it'll be a false start on the offense. That is exactly what that the Rams wanted on defense. They wanted a penalty at least on defense, so then that way their secondary can feel confident as the Seahawks are in the red zone. Has 30 seconds left to go in the first half. What can the Seahawks do here? They push Shaheed in motion. They have the running back in the backfield. 7 seconds left on the play clock. Donald in a shotgun fires and JSN catches it in the end zone, but Sam Donald throws it too far back in the red zone. 2nd and goal. JSN knew that he had it, but his feet was just out of bounds. Second and goal. They put JSN in motion. What can Donald do here? Donald! He has JSN wide open for a touchdown with 20 seconds left in the first half. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba and the Seattle Seahawks. This drive the Rams couldn't guard JSN. They left him open 3 straight times. That is why that JSN is the #1 receiver in the NFL right now. So give that a round of applause. Seahawks are now up by 4, but the Rams, they still have that one timeout with 20 seconds left. But I said it, 54 seconds and 3 timeouts. That is a lot of time for the Seahawks to score a touchdown with their playmakers, Shaheed, Kupp, and JSN and Walker on offense. Charbonnet may not be playing, but that Seahawks third-string running back, he caught that ball, which basically saved their drive, and Stafford knows it. He knows that now the Rams, they have to get at least 3 points in the next 20 seconds because the Seahawks get the ball to start the second half. But now we see some chippiness. Don't forget, the Rams and the Seahawks, that is also a big rivalry. And this is JSN's third game with 100 yards in the first half. So give that a round of applause. As the Seahawks work by 4, we will be back in 30 seconds. Matthew Stafford, he gets a 12-yard pass to Puka Nacua, a gain of 12, and with 8 seconds left. Oh, wait, that was actually Tyler Higbee. Sorry, not Puka Nacua, but the Rams will take a timeout with 8 seconds left to go in the first half. So, do you think that the Rams will have enough time? We'll see. We'll see if they'll have enough time left. As it is 1st and 10 with 8 seconds left in the first half. The fans are now louding up. They're louding up here. 8 seconds to the left. And the Seahawks take their final timeout of the first half. As Matthew Stafford gets a 12-yard run, scrambles for a 12-yard run, but he is in bounds. He wanted to slide out of bounds, but he is still in bounds, and that is halftime. Seattle's up by 4. At the end of the first half, Seattle 17, Los Angeles 13. As we will be right back in about 12 to 15 minutes. Don't forget to stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half as Seattle gives it to Kenneth Walker for a 5-yard run. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Seattle Seahawks. At the Seattle 25. And 2nd and 5. Darnold passes it to who else? JSN for the first down. Nate Landman was guarding him, but then he let go as Darnold just found him wide open for the first down. Gain of at least 12 at the Seattle 37, 1st and 10. Seattle. As Sam Darnold throws the ball away, 2nd and 10. As Sam Darnold throws the ball away, 2nd and 10. As Sam Darnold throws the ball away, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. They give it to Walker. Walker, can he find a hole? And no, he doesn't. But there's a penalty on the play. And it'll be on the offense. The penalties decline. It'll be 3rd down, so loss of 1. So it was on the offense, and the Rams decided to decline it to make it at least 3rd and 12. This is a big down for the Los Angeles defense, so then that way, they could have some momentum on offense. But Sam Donald, watch JSN and Puka in the same spot, and now JSN's moving. It's now 3rd and 12 for the Seattle Seahawks. What can they find here as the Rams blitz? And Sam Donald gets sacked by Jared Verse and Nate Landman, but by Jared Verse because he's the one that got him. But Nate Landman, he might get credit. So it'll be 4th and 20, and the Rams get the big stop on defense. As I saw JSN open. I saw JSN a little bit open. I think that is what that Sam Donald was like. He was trying to get the ball to, but it just wasn't enough because the Rams decided to blitz. As 4th and 19, and Dickerson will punt. Oh! The Rams muffed it! Smith! Seattle gets back on it! Oh my God! As Smith just kept going backwards, and he just stumbled and couldn't hold on to the ball. Oh my God! Oh, it was his shoe! It was his shoe! Fumbled by the Los Angeles. Recovered by Young. Smith fumbled. The rookie. Wow. After that, the Rams defense gets the stop. Now the Rams defense has to get the stop in the red zone. Don't forget, the special teams has haunted the Rams for the entire year. They have been haunted in Carolina, and now in the playoffs, they have been haunted by Seattle. What can JSN? And it's caught for the touchdown! Boom! Seattle is now up by 10. First play after the fumble. Sam Darnold was pressured, but it didn't matter as the Seattle now leads by 10. What a round of applause for the Seattle Seahawks, taking advantage of the mistake by Smith. Jake, Bobo, and the Seahawks are now up by 11, as we will be right here and right back after the short break. right, we are back as the Seattle Seahawks kick it off to Los Angeles. Now, what can the Rams do after the muff and fumble punt? And now, with the Seahawks up by 11, their fans are now going to get a little bit more louder, considering now this game is now a 2-possession game. But they're facing number 9 on the other side, which he could be the MVP. So 1st and 10 for the Rams as Colby Parkinson catches the ball for the first down. What a good play by Parkinson. What a good first play by Matthew to Colby. To Parkinson for 40 yards. Now the Rams are past field goal range at the Seattle 35-yard line as they give it to and Colby Parkinson, the former Seahawk, has probably had the second biggest play of the day as they hand it off to Corum, and Corum gets a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6 at the Seattle 31. Second and 6, Matthew Stafford gets the pass to who else? Davante Adams, a gain of 29, 1st and goal. Adams was a little shaken up but got back up. 1st and goal at the Seattle 2, Los Angeles. They got 2 big plays on their first drive of the second half with Parkinson for 40 yards and Davante for 29. First and goal, 5 seconds left on the play clock. What do the Rams do here? Stafford passes it, and it's caught by Davante Adams! Touchdown, LA! Davante Adams! Touchdown, Los Angeles! Give a big round of applause to the Los Angeles Rams for that big second half drive that they needed there, and they silenced the Seahawks crowd. Davante Adams, his first touchdown since a couple of weeks. As the Rams are now down by 4, 20-24. We will be right here and right back after the short break. So 4 plays, 75 yards, and a touchdown for the Rams, as Matthew Stafford was 3 for 3 for 71 yards. And now you see Sean McVay hyped up. He's like, hey, let's go. Let's go. As it is 2nd and 7, as they give it to Holani for a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 at the Seattle 38. As they give it to Walker, can Walker find a hole? And Walker loses 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 9. And this is a big third down for the Rams defense again. Third and 9 for Sharon Donald and the Seattle Seahawks. Can he find? And who else? Cooper Kupp against his former team. First down, Seattle. Gain of 12 to the Seattle 48. Seattle's almost past midfield. As Turner was coming, but Cooper Kupp, the Los Angeles Rams Super Bowl 56 MVP. And they give it to Walker. Can Walker find a hole? He gets the first down. Gain of 11. What a good job by Seattle's offensive lineman Lucas. And drop a good pile to the LA 41. And Kenneth Walker just kept moving and driving his feet. First and 10 for the Seahawks. Donald, he passes it to Holani, and Holani gets at least a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 at the LA 31. And they give it to JSN. Cooper has a block. JSN gets the first down. A gain of at least 10. Or actually a gain of 12 to the LA 20. What a good play and a good block by Cooper Kupp. And they give it to Walker. Wait, they fake it to Donald. Does Donald? He passes it to Barner. Barner still on his feet. And that'll be a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 to the LA 14. Wow. So they fake the run and they give Sam Darnold on a bootleg. I thought that Sam Darnold was going to run it, but he passes it, and that was actually a gain of 7 because of that extra push there by A.J. Barner. So 2nd and 3 from the LA 13 for the Seahawks. And they give it to Bobo, but it's incomplete. Bobo would have had the first down as it is now 3rd and 3 with 4:57 in the third. No, this is a big down for the Rams defense. You see? Now you see Sean McVay hyped up from the sideline. He said, let's go. Get the stop here. So 3rd and 3. 2 seconds left on the play clock. 1. They get the snap off. What can Donald Seahawks do here? And it's caught by Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Seahawks! Cooper Kupp finally scores on his former team. Yes! Yes! Cooper Kupp finally scores on his former team with a 13-yard pass touchdown play. After with the Rams answering, you know what? We're going to answer too. As now the Seahawks are up by 11 again. And we will be right here and right back after the short break. Seahawks will be back after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The Seahawks are up by 11 with 4:52 to go in the third. after a 13-yard touchdown pass play. And the Rams kick it off. But it'll be an illegal block above the waist. 10-yard penalty. And now the Los Angeles Rams are backed up at the LA 13. And Matthew Stafford, he gets the ball to who else? Davante Adams against the Pro Bowl quarter and Witherspoon. Witherspoon just can't cover neither Puka or Davante today, but he has faced Davante Adams most of the time, and Davante Adams has been beating him. He finds Parkinson, and Parkinson gets at least a gain of 3. So good job by Davante Adams getting at least a gain of 20 to 25. And it'll be illegal contact on the defense. 5-yard penalty, first down, Los Angeles. It was a hold on Woodland on Puka Nacua. So first down, Los Angeles at the Seattle 47. They're almost past the 50. So first and 10 from the Seattle 47. They hand it off to Kyren Williams. Williams, he gets past midfield, and that will be at least a gain of about maybe 5. So we'll call it 2nd and 5 at the Seattle 52. And now you see Turner heading into the locker room, and they can't afford to lose him on defense, because that front of Rams defensive line, that is a good one. As you see, oh wow, as you see Turner and Winnington heading to the locker room. So both from the Rams offense and special teams, and from the Rams defense. As there's a flag on the play, Stafford does a no look. Oh my God! How did Kyren Williams stand up from that? But there is a penalty on the play. And it is a holding on the offense. So it'll be a 10-yard penalty. So instead of 2nd and 5, it'll be 2nd and 15. That was a good pass by Matthew Stafford, and a good by standing up with Kyren Williams. And they hand it off to Kyren Williams. He'll get at least a gain of about 3. So it'll be 3rd and 12 from the Seattle, possibly 40. Wait, actually at the Los Angeles 48. So because of that, the Rams are 2 yards from being on the other territory. As it is 3rd down and 12, the Seahawks fans are now getting loud as they know that they're up by 2 possessions. And with 2:25 left in the third, they know that this is a big down for them. 3rd and 12 for the Rams. Seattle's blitz. They couldn't get Stafford. He finds a lane and almost intercepted by Woodland. But that was a good play against Puka Nacua. The ball was almost intercepted, but the Rams will have to punt. I believe. Yeah, and the Rams will have to punt for I think that is their 3rd time today. for that they will have to punt on offense. So far we hardly see the punting game. So apparently there was a flag. So there was an unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense on Woodland. And that is a 15-yard penalty, and that's a first down. He didn't need to do that. The Rams were going to punt. You don't say anything. You shut up. You don't say anything. The Rams were going to punt, and Woodland just bailed them out. And Sean McVay's happy. Yep, and that was by Woodland. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams. As Matthew Stafford loads up for Puka Nacua! Touchdown! LA! And who got beaten? Woodland! Woodland got beaten! Oh my God! Woodland cost his team the touchdown! Touchdown! LA! Taunting by number 27, Woodland cost his team, and then the very next play, he gets beaten by Puka Nacua and cost them a touchdown too. Woodland, what the hell are you doing? Are you trying to cost your team the game? Because that is not for how that you should do. The Rams were supposed to punt, but instead it was a touchdown by the Los Angeles Rams. Touchdown, LA. What is wrong with Woodland? But I think that they might review this because there was a bobble. But Stafford said, I'm coming to you. You should have never done that, Woodland, because now this gives the Rams a big break. As soon as the Seahawks were getting ready to be up by 2 possessions, you do not want to do that. Yeah, as they're going to review this touchdown because of the Puka Nacua bobble, so they are going to review the touchdown. And we will be right here and right back after the short break. But Woodland might have just almost cost his team. Come on, man. What are you doing? Be back after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back as they are going to try to review it. But Woodland, don't forget, this is why that the NFL has done their new NFL penalty on the unsportsmanlike conduct. So even the unsportsmanlike conduct, yes, it does count. And no matter what, it gave the Rams a first down because the Rams have changed, because the NFL has changed their rules about the unsportsmanlike conduct. And because of that, that gives the Rams a touchdown. And now they're down by 4 instead of being down by 11. Woodland, what are you doing? And that could be the reason that the Seahawks could almost lose this game. It was because of Woodland could not shutting up his mouth, and then with everything else. And they give it to Rashid Shaheed. What can Shaheed do here? Two minutes left in the third. 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks. They're up by 4. Sam Darnold, 9 of 27, 291 yards and 3 touchdowns. As Roberts in motion, they give it to Rashid Shaheed. Wake, he almost had it, and that'll be a gain of 0. And the pass was intended for Kenneth Walker, and it's incomplete. So now it's 3rd and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks as the Rams were blitzing. Johnson got the pressure. Now this is a big 3rd down for the Seahawks. Instead of being up by 11 because of that penalty by Woodland, now they're up by 4. And with the argument about the Seahawks defense, if I'm the Seahawks defense, I do not want to give the ball to Matthew Stafford right now. As it is 3rd and 10, they just got the snap off. The Rams blitz. It's caught by Walker, and Walker dives for the first down. Seattle gets enough weight. The refs, they're going to mark it just short. They're going to review it. Oh, wait. That is a first down because he reached for it. And neither his foot was out of bounds, and the refs say yes. That's a first down for the Seattle Seahawks, and Sam Darnold just hit officially 300 yards on the day. What a good job by Kenneth Walker and Sam Darnold finding the placement to get that ball. 3 seconds left on the play clock. 2, 1. Seattle just get the snap off. 1st and 10. 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They give it to Amway, and Amway gets a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6, and that will most likely be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we head on to the 4th. Seattle up by 3, up by 4, as now Turner comes back into the ball game. This is the final, and the final, and the final 15 of the NFC Championship game. We will be back right after this. What a game so far. The final 15 minutes for who will take on New England in Super Bowl 60. Will it be a rematch of this century, or will it be the rematch of the 2010 century? We'll find out More after this. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the NFC Championship game, and the winner will take on New England in Super Bowl 60. As it is 1st and 10 for the second and 5 for the Seattle Seahawks. As Sam Darnold, he scrambles for a gain of 14, and he's at the LA 44. What a game by Sam Darnold using his legs. So in this game, both quarterbacks used his legs. Matthew Stafford with a scramble of 12, and Sam Darnold with a scramble of 14. And as the Rams defense, 1st and 10, they blitz. Kitchens gets the 9-yard sack. So now it's 2nd and 19. And now the Seahawks are falling behind with 0 seconds left on the play clock. They just got the snap off. They give it to Puka Kupp, and that'll be a gain of 4. So it's 3rd and 15 now at the Seattle 47. Wow, what a play by Kitchens, as nobody accounted for Kitchens. Seattle has been doing good on 3rd downs. That is why that they have been able to put points on the board. Can they at least get past midfield for field goal range? Oh, offsides on the defense. Jared Versh, offsides. So instead of 3rd and 15, it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Which that Seattle, they have been doing good on 3rd and 10 or less so far in the second half. So with 12:40 left to go in the game. Big third down for the Seattle Seahawks as they put Cooper Kupp in motion. 3rd and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks. Darnold in the pocket, and it's incomplete. Who was that? Kobe Durant. And the Rams gets the stop on defense. Their first stop on defense in the second half. And their first stop on defense since the final few minutes in the second quarter. Now, for the first time, the Seahawks will have to punt since and they did punt in the last quarter, but it was muffed. So will this punt be muffed again? Kyron Williams is in the back, and no, it'll be a fair catch, I believe, at the 11-yard line. So the Rams defense gets the stop with 12:18 to go in the game. This is the NFC Championship game, and we will be right here, right back after the short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. What can the Seahawks do here? What can the Seattle's defense do here with 12:18 to go as their fans are loud and rocking? Stafford, he runs into Corum, and Corum gets an 11-yard run. First down at the Los Angeles 21. Don't forget, you saw for how that Seattle's defense reacted with that Rams touchdown because of that penalty. And so far, not good at the start of this drive. And what can the Rams do here as they pass it to Corum? So Corum, he has more than 10 yards on back-to-back plays. Wow, so the Rams have been getting Corum involved. Gain of 15. The Rams are at the Seattle 36, I believe. That's first and 10. They give it to Kyron Williams, and now you see the Rams. They are not stopped with 3 straight first downs. What a catch by Williams. And who was that? Witherspoon. Wow, but now you see the Seahawks defense, they are not in rhythm because of that touchdown. As they do the bootleg, Stafford loads up and rolls and almost intercepted by Woodland. They wanted to go for the rookie Winfield. Woodland almost got his team back after doing that big penalty that could cost him the game. Yep. And as soon as Woodland got beat, and Puka was like, oh yeah, Puka and McVay and Stafford were fired up. Yeah, next time don't do that. As it is 2nd and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams. The Seahawks blitz. No, they don't. And it's caught by Parkinson. Parkinson gets the first down and more. And they're past midfield and field goal range. Parkinson has been getting involved more in the second half. That is a gain of 16 at the Seattle 35. First and 10 at the Seattle 35. He gives it to Corum, and it is tackled by the Defensive Player of the Year rookie finalist, Murray. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 at the Seattle 33. Now this is the Rams' opportunity to take the lead. As the first half, Matthew Stafford 8 of 15 for 126 yards and a touchdown. Now the second half, 9 of 11, 186 and 2 touchdown passes. As they give it to Corum again. Can Corum get the first down? No, but that'll be a gain of 6. So 3rd and 2 at the Seattle 27 now. This is a big 3rd down. And if the Rams don't get the first down, I do expect them and Sean McVay to go for it with almost less than 8 minutes to go, 8:30 to go. 3rd and 1, so gain of 7 at the Seattle 26. As you see Ferguson, motion, and it's called back. And it was dropped by Parkinson. The Rams had it right. Incomplete 4th down. And the Rams are going to most likely go for it. They had Parkinson. Parkinson had it in his hands, but he just dropped it. He thought about the touchdown. The ball wasn't really tipped, but it looks like that Masu did get a hand on it, and the Rams are going to go for it. Fourth and 1. They give Ferguson to the left side. Rams blitz. Stafford. And he gives it to Corum. Can Corum find the edge? He doesn't. But there is a penalty on the play. And it is a offside defense. 5-yard penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Wow, the Seattle defense is not in shit. Yeah, they don't have that balance like they did. It is because of Woodland and that penalty. Seattle would have most likely been still up by 11, but now they are still winning. But now they're up by 4 because their offense didn't score a touchdown on that last drive. So now it's 1st and 5 at the Seattle 14 as Matthew Stafford, he fakes it to Corum. Does Matthew run it here? No! He gives it to Nakua! Nakua gets the 1st down! A gain of 7! What a play by Matt Stafford to Nakua! First and 10 for the Rams. They give it to Nakua, and Nakua, he'll get at least a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6. Or actually a 6-yard pass. Yep, a 6-yard pass. So 2nd and 4 at the Seattle 12. So this drive has been going on for now officially 6 minutes. With now 5:55 to go in the game. The Rams have been drawing a lot of clock now. As they put Winnington in motion, they give it to Williams. Williams, he gets stopped by Knight. A gain of 0, so it'll be 3rd and 4. No gain, 3rd and 4. As they put Puka on the right side, the Stafford finds something here. He has room to run. Can he do it? And incomplete. 4th down. Witherspoon, the Pro Bowl corner, gets it done. Matthew Stafford had a lot of room, but the Seattle defense knew that he was going to run. Was Adams open? No. That was a good play by Adams. That was a good play by Majobo as he was covering Adams. Puka was covered. And from when the last chance was, Winfield was open, but this is a big 4th down for both teams with 5 minutes to go in the game. 4th and 4 for LA. Can he find something here? It's incomplete. The Seahawks defense gets the stop, but there is a penalty. No penalty on the play. No penalty. Never mind. As Witherspoon, the Pro Bowl corner, he was trying to say that was a hold, but Sean McVay goes for it, and he failed. He didn't get it. What a stop by the Seahawks defense. When the Rams were taking a lot of time off the clock, the pass was incomplete. We will be right here and right back for the final 5 minutes of this game. Winner faces New England. We'll find out in 5 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back as the Seahawks got their turnover on downs. What can Sam Darnold and the Seahawks do? But what a drive by the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford got past the Pro Bowl defensive end in DeMarcus Lawrence. But the Seahawks did not let up for when the Rams got close. As they hand it off to Walker, and Walker, he'll get a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6 at the Seattle 6, basically. As it is 2nd and 6, they fake it to Walker. Can he find Walker? Yes, he does. He gets past Young, and Walker gets the first down and more. What a play by Kenneth Walker as Sam Darnold finding him late. Even though I still think that you could have gotten that ball out early, but good job on getting it out. So first down, Seattle. Gain of 15. So now Seattle is at the 25-yard line. At the Seattle 25. And they push a heat in motion. They give it to Walker again. And it'll be a gain of at least 3. So 2nd and 7 to the Seattle 28. And don't forget, Super Bowl Sunday, February 8th, 6:30 Eastern on NBC. And it'll be streaming on Peacock. So 2nd and 8 to the Seattle 27. New England is already there, but I think that the Patriots are going to most likely to stay at Denver, because after with the situation that is going on in New England right now, with the weather predicament, I think that the Patriots are going to most likely spend the night in Denver, Colorado. And then they'll try to see if they could go back to New England on Monday or Tuesday. But I'm sure that the Patriots are having their watch party now, trying to see for who will they face. 2nd and 8. Darnold in the pocket, and it's Zika. Oh, did he have Shaheed? What a good coverage by Cameron Lake, against Shaheed. This is a big 3rd down for the Seahawks, because the Rams, they used their timeout. So if Seattle can get the first down, they could kind of draw a lot of damage but to the Rams. As Cameron Lake gets the push off, because I think that Rashid Shaheed might have caught that ball, but I feel like his front cleat might have been out of bounds. So 3rd and 8 for the Seahawks. 3 seconds left on the play clock. 3rd and 8. 1. And Seattle will take their first timeout in the second half. And the rest were kind of shocked that was no flag. As with 3:20 to go in the ball game, we will step aside. Big 3rd and 8 coming up for the Los Angeles Rams defense. We'll find out more after this. So big third down for the Los Angeles Rams defense. So if I'm Seattle, I want to find either JSN or Cup. And if you can't find him, then watch Rashid Shaheed. He has a one-on-one matchup. Big 38 for the Seattle Seahawks. Can he get something going here? And it's called by Cooper Kupp. Did he get the first down? Cooper Kupp was down, but I'm not sure that he got the first down. And Matthew Stat and Sean McVay, he is trying to challenge the ruling to see if he should challenge, but it's clearly that Kupp was down by contact before that ball came out. Yep, and as Kupp was down before the ball came out, we could clearly see that. They actually gave Seattle a first down, as it was just enough, but I don't think it was. The Rams, they're not going to challenge it, as they give it to Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker, he gets no gain, so 2nd and 10. And now the Rams call their final timeout of the ball game. So I think that with 3:05 left for Seattle, I think that they may need just 1 or 2 more first downs, and then I think that Seattle can kneel it out. As they put Rashid Shaheed in motion, they fake it to Halamai. Donald, he fires! Who else? JSN for the first down! And JSN was inbounds. He was inbounds, so that's a first down. And the clock does roll here. The clock is going to keep rolling. So that means that all that Seattle needs is 1 more first down, and then they will become NFC champions. But now the clock is stopped. I think that Sean McVay wants them to view to see if JSN was down in bounds. Because now the clock is stopped. The clock is stopped. Also, they actually say that JSN, he was out of bounds because the ball was out of bounds. So the Rams got lucky there. So the Seahawks, because now there's 3 minutes left. So I think that all that Seattle is going to do, they are going to run the ball. So I think that Seattle, they are going to run the ball twice to try to see if they can make it to 3rd and 6, 3rd and 4. And then it'll be the 2-minute warning. And then if the Seahawks can get the first down, then the game will be over. As they hand it to Walker, he'll get a gain of at least 2. So 2nd and 8. Oh, actually a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 at the Seattle 48. Wait, actually to the Los Angeles 48. So if the Seahawks can get the first down, the game is over. If they don't, then they'll have to play one more snap after the 2-minute warning. First down wins the game for Seattle with 2:20 to go. 1 second left. Darnold, can he get the first down? Oh, there's a penalty on the play. And I think it will most likely be on the Rams on number 1. Yep, and it was a defensive holding on defense number 1. Oh, wait, it was actually on Kobe Durant. He was holding on Puka Cup as Puck was wanting the ball because he knew that there was a hold on him. So if the Seahawks can get the first down, then that's ball game. They give it to Walker. Walker still on his feet, and that'll be a gain of 6. So 2nd and 4, this will be the 2-minute warning. So if the Seahawks can get the first down, they will move on to Super Bowl 60. We'll find out in the final peace signs of the ball game. We will be right here and right back after the short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from the 2-minute warning. If Seattle can get the first down, then this ball game is over. Let me just say that this game has been phenomenal. No matter for who wins and no matter for who loses, this game has been awesome. Like, they have been back and forth on offense, a lot of back and forth in the third quarter. But all that the Seattle Seahawks needs is the first down, and then they will be NFC champions once again. And then they could get their revenge on the Patriots. They put Cup in motion. They give it to Walker, and Walker gets stuffed. A loss of 2. As that the Rams, they are trying to strip the ball away, but they know that that's not going to happen. So if the Seahawks can get the first down on a 3rd and 7, that's ball game. They are in field goal range, so I think that Seattle, they are going to let the clock run down, and I think that they might call their second timeout. So 3rd and 7, 1:16 to go. They are at the Los Angeles 37-yard line. 3rd and 7, first down wins the game, and Sam Darnold gets sacked by Brandon Fisk, his second sack of the game. But the Rams had no timeouts left, so yeah. I know that Brandon Fisk, he's saying, like, come on. Kubiak, he was trying to let Sam Darnold run the ball. Brandon Fisk knew it. And Dickerson is just now waiting for 1 second. And now he gets a snap off. 30 seconds to go in the game. And the Seattle punts it. And it'll be with Kyron Williams with 25 seconds left. And the Rams are down by 4. "20 seconds left, and it's caught by Nakura, but the Rams have to spike the ball. And the Rams spike it with 10 seconds left to go. With 10 seconds. So they waste at least a good 15 seconds. As you see, JSN kneeling, which he's only 10 seconds away from his first Super Bowl appearance in front of Seattle Seahawks, going back to the Super Bowl. "10 seconds left, and the Seahawks take their final timeout of this ball game. The final 10 seconds left in this ball game. What can the Rams do here? They will need a miracle. Or if they can at least get some more yardage so that Matthew can just try and just lift it up there. Matthew Stafford in the pocket, but the player gets tackled in bounds, and the Seattle Seahawks are NFC champions. They are going to the Super Bowl as Matthew Stafford Puka Nacua caught the ball, but his knee was down in bounds. What a good catch by Puka Nacua, but his knee was in bounds. Seattle will go to Santa Clara to take on a Super Bowl rematch. The New England Patriots. What a crazy game. But the Seattle Seahawks are NFC champions. But they are also going to make sure that Kua got out of bounds, and no, Kua was inbounds, just 1 inch from being out of bounds from Matthew Stafford throwing that Hail Mary. But what a catch by Puka Nacua as Matthew Stafford got 374 yards. Puka got 165. What a game. What a year by the Rams. Honestly, this might have been the close 3 series that we've ever had so far in the NFL. Rams beat them by 2 points. Seattle beats them by 1. And then again, in the NFC Championship game, Sam Darnold finds a way to get it done. And he is going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. But the Seattle Seahawks are NFC champions, which nobody expected. To tell you the truth, I did not expect this to happen either. But I'm so proud the way that Sam Darnold fought. The Seattle Seahawks are NFC champions. They will try to get their revenge against the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 60 in about 2 weeks in February. But this game was awesome, man. But wow. But the Seattle Seahawks are NFC champions. They will face the New England Patriots at Super Bowl 60. What a game. What a day. What a game. You know, we've had some weather issues in the first game, but the second game, it was all balled out. So, honestly, just what a good game. As the Seattle Seahawks are officially NFC champions. But for the first time in 11 years, Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll brought Seattle to the Super Bowl back-to-back seasons. But this time there is a new people in town with a Darnold and a Mike, bringing Seattle back to the way that things were. And that is to the Super Bowl. But you got to give the Rams credit. Honestly, you got to give the Rams a lot of credit. You know, they had an outstanding game, and the Rams almost had that Hail Mary play, so it honestly could have gone either way, but Seattle gets it done when it matters the most. That is the only thing that you could say. As the Seattle Seahawks are again NFC champions. Honestly, what a day with everything. But the Seahawks get it done as they will face who? The New England Patriots for Super Bowl 60. But now, who gets their first ring ever? Will it be May or will it be our Darnold? As this is the Super Bowl 60 matchup. Seattle versus New England. But this was an awesome game. That was the one thing. Hold on, let me get the trophy presentation. As Cam Chancellor is the honorary captain for the Seattle Seahawks. As you now see the confetti flying in Seattle. As the Seattle Seahawks are the NFC champions, this has been the presentation of RJN Sports in the NFC Championship game for Super Bowl 60. It'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks. We will see y'all in Super Bowl in 2 weeks, but I will also be doing the Pro Bowl as well, so I can't wait to see that happen. But the New England Patriots will take on the Seattle Seahawks, as the Seattle Seahawks are the NFC champions and the New England Patriots are the AFC champions. We will find out in 2 weeks for who will be Super Bowl crowned. This has been the presentation of the NFC Championship game. And let me just say, the 12 men's are here. This has been the presentation of AFC Championship and NFC Championship, Game Day Sunday, Championship Sunday. Then the Super Bowl, we officially know the New England Patriots will take on the Seattle Seahawks. This has been a presentation of RJN Next Play Network. We will see football in 2 weeks. Thank you guys for live streaming, and I will talk about later on this week. Thank y'all, and don't forget to tune in for the next play. Good night, everybody.